Hello everyone, how are you all? So in the first video and the second video we have already seen the introduction of the AP and how to find the nth term of an AP. So today in this video I am here to explain you about the sum of first term of an AP. So here when you hear the word sum, okay, what does it mean? Sum means addition of so many number. For example, let me take our AP series, that is 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. So now sum of AP means sum of, let me take the 4 terms or sum of 10 terms. So basically sum means you are adding so many terms of an AP. It just means addition of so many terms of an AP. For that we are having two types of formulae, right? So the first type of formula is when the given series is of infinite series. As you are able to see here, we know the first term in this case, but we don't know the last term. Yes or no? We don't know the last term. So in this type of AP series, when you are being asked to find the sum of an AP, we'll use a formula like which is given by Sn is equals to n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So this is the formula, right? So now let us learn like what is the meaning of Sn, n and all the terms here. So basically where Sn is equals to sum of term, okay, sum of n terms, sum of n terms, then we are having n is nothing but number of terms. N is nothing but number of terms. How many terms they have given in the given AP series, right? Getting perfect. Okay. So next we are having A is equals to the first term. A is what? The first term. Perfect. So A is equals to first term, right? A is equals to first term. And then we are having the D. D is nothing but common difference. Very good. So D is equals to D is equals to common difference. So let me repeat it again. When you will use this formula, when we know the first term and when we don't know the last term, or in the simple word we will tell, in the infinite AP series we will use this formula. Perfect, right? So let me go to the next formula. So here let me take the case. Now this infinite series, okay, infinite series, I will make this one into a finite series. Okay, so let me write like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and let me put a full stop. Okay, so what type of series it is? Yes, it is a finite series. Okay, so in the finite series we will be knowing the first term and the last term. Okay, so here this is my first term and here this is my last term. So in the given AP series, when we know the first term and the last term, there is a formula to find the sum of this type of AP, that is Sn is equals to n by 2 a plus l. Okay, this is the formula, right? Sn is equals to n by 2 a plus l, where Sn is equals to sum of n terms. Okay, Sn is equals to sum of n terms. That means how many terms are there? Total of that, right? Perfect. Then n is equals to number of terms. N is equals to number of terms. N is what? Number of terms in the given series. Perfect, right? Next we are having A. A is what? First term. A is first term. Then L. So what is L? Very importantly, ठीक है बच्चा, L is the last term of the given AP series. L is equals to last term, right? So these are the two important formulae that you need to keep in mind in order to solve all the problems which is given from this topic, sum of first n terms of an AP. So let us solve the first problem of sum of first term of an AP. So the problem over here is that find the sum of first 22 terms of a AP 8, 3, minus 2. So let me solve the first problem over here. So when you see this problem, what do you notice? The given AP series is an infinite AP series. So in which case we know the first term but we don't know the last term. So when we know the first term and when we know the we don't know the last term, I had told you a formula. Remember? Yes, very good. So the formula is like, the formula I would use, Sn is equals to n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So before I go to the write the formula, let me write the given data from the given AP series. So here the first term is what? 8. So a is equals to 8 and d is equals to what? a2 minus a1, that is the second term minus the first term. So over here a2 minus a1, which I will write, a2 is nothing but 3 minus 8, right? And then what would be the answer? The answer is going to be minus 5, because minus 8 plus 3 is nothing but sign of the bigger number, and then we'll get minus 5. So that's the value of D. Now moving to the next, if I read out the problem once again for you and I want you note down the value of n. So in the problem they are saying that find the sum of first 22 terms of an AP, that is n value is 22. Perfect. So n is equals to 22. So this is what the given data is there in this problem. So now let me write the formula to find the answer. So the formula is Sn is equals to n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So this is the formula is going to be. So now what we need to do now, we just have to substitute the values, right? So let me substitute the values. So Sn is equals to, that is S22 is equals to, why am I writing 22? Because n value is 22. So basically n value again I will write here 22 divided by 2, 22 divided by 2, and 2, a value is nothing but we are having 8, a value is 8. So I will write 8 plus n. So what is the value of n? N is 22. I am going to write n 22 minus 1. D value is minus 5. D value is minus 5. So as I told you, like whenever we have minus 5, we will write that number in the bracket. Okay. So I will write minus 5 over here and then close the bracket. So I wrote the formula. I have substituted the formula. Now what is next? Addition and multiplication, subtraction. That's all. So let me do that for you. So over here is 22 is equals to 2 ones are 2 11s are 2 ones are 2 11s are. So I'm going to have, and then I'm going to have 11 over here. Now 2 8 2s are 16, 8 2s are 16. So 16 over here. Then plus 22 minus 1 is 21. 22 minus 1 is 21. So let me write 21, and then this minus 5 I will keep as it is and then close the bracket, right? So now moving to the next, let me write a line over here and let me continue with the problem. So I will write S22 is equals to 11. I would write as it is, okay, and then I would write the 16 as it is again, 16 as it is again. And now what I need to do, I need to multiply 21 into 5, okay. So basically if I multiply 21 into 5 minus 5, 5 ones are 5 and 5 twos are 10. Since it is minus, I am going to get minus 105. So let me write the same value, minus 105 over here, right? So post to that, S22 is equals to 11. Now in minus 105, I am going to minus 16, okay. So now since the sign of the bigger number is minus, so let me write minus 105 minus 16 is nothing but 89. So I'm going to get 89 over here. So now minus 89 we will multiply with 11. So let me do that over here, right? So here we have got like minus 89 into 11. 1 into 89 is 89. Again plus 1 into 89 is 89. So I'm having 9. 8 plus 9 is nothing but 17, and then 1 here over here. So basically it is 9. And since it is having the minus sign, I'll write the minus sign. So minus 979. So S22 is equals to minus 979. So that means what it means? It means that when you add in the given AP series 8, 3, minus 2 and so on. So when you take this type of one term, first term, second term, third term, fourth term, and go on up to 22nd term, and when you add all that, you are going to get minus 979. Everybody is getting perfect. So let me solve the next problem. A very important problem. This type of problem generally appears in all the board exam. So the problem says find the 51 terms of find the sum of 51 terms of an AP whose second term and the third term are 14 and 18 respectively. So here the question says, if I tell you the question, it says that find the sum of 51 terms. So what is the value of n? Perfect. N value is 51. So find the sum of 51 terms of an AP whose second term is, that is second term is was A2 is equals to 14, whose second term is 14, and the third term is 18. So A3 is equals to 18. A3 is equals to 18. So now if you see this problem, in this problem they have given you the value of n, right? But they have not given you the value of A, they have not given you the value of D. So now before we proceed with the two given data, that is this two given data A2 and A3 value, I will utilize these two given data and find the value of A and D, and then substitute and find the sum of an AP, right? So let me write this in the other form. So the same equation A2 can be written as A2 is equals to A plus D. So from where I am writing? From the general form of an AP I am writing it, right? So now the same thing, A2 value is how much? We have got 14. A2 value is 14. So 14 is equals to A plus D, and this is equation number 1. So likewise I will write A3 is equals to A plus 2D. So what is the value of A3? A3 value is 18. 18 is equals to A plus 2D. So this is my equation number 2. So we have found the equation number 1 and the equation number 2. So with the help of equation number 1 and 2, let me find either the value of A or D. So equation number 2, let me write the equation number 2, that is 18 is equals to A plus D. 18 is equals to A plus 2D, and then the equation number 1 we are having over here is 14 is equals to A plus D. 14 is equals to A plus D. So I would do the elimination method and find the value of either the A or D. So let me find the values. Okay, so I will change the sign. What is the sign over here? Plus. So I will change it to minus. Then whatever sign is there, again I will change it to minus. Then I will change it to minus, put a line, and then the value A is having same value with different sign. Here we are having plus sign and here we are having minus sign. So we are able to cancel it. 18. In 18, if I subtract 14, I am going to get 4. So let me write 4 is equals to, in 2D, if I subtract 1D, I am going to get 1D, right? So basically D. So D value, we are getting directly the D value as 4, right? So now this D value I will use and substitute either in the equation 1 or in the equation number 2 to get the value of A. So let me consider the equation number 1, that is 14 is equals to A plus D, and substitute the value of D that I have got. Okay, so I will write 14 is equals to A plus D value is 4. Now what I would do, this 4, since I have to find the value of A, I will bring this 4 to the other side. So it is 14. When I bring from RHS to LHS side, always remember whatever the sign of variable or any constant number is going to change. So here we will get minus 4 is equals to A. Now 14 minus 4 is nothing but 10. So basically 10 is equals to A. So what is the value of A we are having now? 10, and D value is 4. So now we know the value. If you analyze the problem a little bit, we know the value of N, we know the value of A, we know the value of D. So what I would do, I will substitute all this value in the formula and get the value. So let me write the formula over here. I will write the formula as Sn is equals to N by 2, 2A plus N minus 1 into D. So this is the formula, right? Now moving to the next, let me substitute the values. So what is the value of N? N is nothing but 51. So I will write 51 is equals to N value is 51. So I will write 51 divided by 2. 51 divided by 2. Now 2 of A value. So A value, how much we have got? A value is 10. So let me write 10 plus N minus 1. So N is nothing but 51. So 51 minus 1 into the value of D. So the value of D we have got as 4. Now if you observe till here, this problem has reduced to the normal problem. Now we just need to do the addition, subtraction, multiplication and get the answer. So let me do that for you. So S51 is equals to, can I divide? 51 can be divided by 2. Yes, I can divide, but I will get a decimal number. I don't want, sir. I will keep it as it is. So I would keep 51 divided by 2. Now 2 into 10 is 20. 2 into 10 is 20. Perfect. Okay. Now this plus I would write. And in 51, if I minus 1, I am going to get 50. So let me write the value as 50 into 4. Perfect. Everyone is getting? Yeah, cool. So now moving to the next, X51 is equals to 51 by 2. I am going to write as it is, right? So now moving to the next, this 20 also I will write as it is. And then this 50 I will multiply with the 4. So 50 into 4 is nothing but 200, right? Yeah, we'll get 200. So let me write 200. See, 200 we have got. Now moving to the next, S51 is equals to 51 by 2 into 200 plus 20 is nothing but 220, right? So let me write 220, and now this is the time to do the division, right? So because 51 we were not able to divide because we would have got a decimal number. Now we can divide this, we can use this 2 to divide this value. So we will divide, yes. So 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2 ones are, this 0 is going to be as it is, right? So now what is that we need to do? We just need to do next the multiplication of 51 into 110. So let me write S51 is equals to 51 into 110, correct? So now let me multiply somewhere here, right? So let me multiply, that is like 110 into 51, right? So basically I will get, when I multiply 51 into 110, I am going to get 5610, 5610. So when you multiply 51 into 110, you would get 5610, 10. So hope everyone would have understood this problem. It was very easy problem, and my dears, let me tell you, this type of problem appears in the most of the board exam. So I want everyone to just go through the video again and again and understand the entire problem. And there are so many other problems of the similar type in the exercise 1.3. so just try solving, and if you have any doubt at any moment, okay, you can simply comment in the comment, and then those problems, when I conduct the doubt session for you for this chapter, I am going to consider all those doubts of yours and we'll have a very crystal clear doubt session. So till now we have solved the two problems in which we had used the infinite AP series. Now let me take one more problem which appears in so many board exam, the finite series type of problem. So problem reads that find the sum of 15 terms of multiple of 8. I repeat the question, find the sum of first 15 terms of multiples of 8. So if I write the given series, now if you analyze that the given series they have given in just in the terms of statement, I would convert this into a AP series. So let me write, if I tell you the multiple of 8, right, so it's like what? 8 ones are 8, 8 twos are 16, 8 threes are 24, and so on. So let me write the given AP series as 8, 16, 24, and so on. And now since he has very clearly told us the multiple of 8, how many terms are there? 15 are there, right? So what would be the last term in this case? 120. So let me write the last term as 120. Now what type of series it is? Perfect, it is an infinite series. Okay, so because we know the first term and we know the last term, the first term is known and the last term is known. So from the given AP series, let me write the given data first and then we'll use the formula. Okay, so let me write the formula like given data as A is equals to, over here A is equals to 8, A is equals to 8, and the last term is 120, last term is 120. And now do we know the value of n? Yes sir, we know the value of n because they are telling find the sum of 15 terms, right? So basically n value is what? 15. Okay, so n is equals to 15. So these are the given data. Now I will write the formula, the second formula I told you, right? Whenever the first term and the last term is given, we would use the formula Sn is equals to n by 2 a plus l, n by 2 a plus l. So in this all the values we know, we just need to substitute the values. So let me write n value is 15, so I'll write 15 is equals to 15 divided by 2, 15 divided by 2, and the a value is 8. So let me write 8 plus, and the l value is 120, that is the last term, right? The last term is 120. So I will write 120. Now this was, so what I have done in the given formula, whatever the value was it, I have just substituted it, right? Now let me do the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, only that much. So now S15 is equals to 15. Can I divide by 2? Yes sir, we can divide, but I will get a decimal number, so I don't want it. I would not touch that. So I will write as it is. 15 divided by 2, I'll write as it is. Now 8 plus 120 is nothing but 128. So basically we are having 128. Now what I would do, this 2 I would use to divide this 128. So what I will do, 2 ones are 2 6 are 12, 2 4s are 8. Cool enough, right? So next we can write here, like next we can write over here, S15 is equals to 15 into 64, 15 into 64. So 15 into 64, basically when you multiply that, S15 is equals to, you are going to get 960. You are going to get 960. So hope everyone have understood this problem, and this problem is very simple. Like, you just need to keep in mind, when you know the first term, when you know the last term, there is a separate formula is there. With the help of that formula, we'll just substitute all the values in the given formula and get the answer.
I felt that the spinners, they were bowling really well. The ball was just coming on good onto the bat.